you know, I was having to problem solve, things were going wrong like every week. There's a lot of things which you have to give up in order to do this kind of thing.
Vogue.
I'm so happy to be back vlogging. I really am gutted with myself that I didn't document as much of the building the business journey as I had planned to. But the honest truth is, it just got crazy. It got crazy. I could not keep up with vlogging and documenting every single thing just because we were obviously trying to build on like other platforms, building obviously just like an Instagram from, you know, nothing, TikTok, Pinterest, all these things. So really, yeah, just the realities of it. Vlogging was something that just fell a bit by the wayside, but it's something that I am really going to get back into for the new year, because if anything, it is the outlet that I actually prefer. I love longer form content. I love watching longer form content. So that is the plan. Also, if you're new here, my name's Hannah. I am a jeweler. I have a fine jewellery brand based in Scotland called JUILOR, and I run that with my husband, William. We launched in November of last year, and my plan was to document the whole journey, but I didn't. So we're back, and I'm going to document it now. So I'll touch more on how the building the brand has been going. It's definitely not been easy, obviously, but before I get into all the ins and outs of it, I wanted to just show you a little bit of probably the most fun part for me, which was our photo shoot that we did for, you know, our campaign images. That would have been September now. Yeah, September. Yeah, so quite a long time ago now. It gave me a really good boost, I feel like, when I needed it, because at that point I had really been building the brand since about February last year. So by that point, I was just really needing to see some like tangible things that I could look at and think, yeah, like this is all coming together. We were just at a point where I needed to see something, and when we did the photo shoot, I was just like, this is going to be good. So it gave me a real boost, and I'll let you see a little bit about what we got up to. Got all the setups. Oh my god, I feel hot already.
It's the sun. No?
Don't even need a flash. You look like you've done it before.
Guys, put modeling in my in my resume.
So like,
Okay, so
these
this,
ones are cool.
Sun's actually.
The sun's doing the most right now. So like you've got like a little, you know, like, that would be good. So do you want to try like some of these shots? Do you want to try this one? Like cover
Yeah.
like whole thing with your eyes, so
Yeah.
like enter. Yeah, like that. You see what you were just doing there, like this? Like smile underneath it so your cheeks kind of pop. Yeah, like that looks nice.
It's gonna make me laugh.
It's got to get moved on.
Such a natural thing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna get the rings out. Yeah, get what I find. Just have to go raking and your dad's coming.
Just work all of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, just oh my goodness.
It's so good. It's such a good thing.
Oh my goodness.
So back to building the business, how it's been going now that we are nearly 7 months in. I wanted to touch on a little bit of the realities of it. There's a lot of things which you have to give up in order to do this kind of thing. I guess if you want to say give up in order to chase your dreams, you do have to give up an awful lot. One of the main things which we have given up is we don't have our own place right now. We are living with my parents while we build this, because running a business it's expensive and you'll always need more money than what you think you'll need. So we just felt it would be, you know, the most sensible option to do that. We're really grateful that we have been able to do that. Another thing that I gave up, which I guess I didn't really have to give this up, but it was just the way that it felt for me. I didn't really take care of myself properly exercise wise throughout the building of the business, but I felt like when we were building it, it was just so draining. I had like no energy. All the energy that I had was going into basically the creative side. You know, I was having to problem solve, things were going wrong like every week, and that took up a lot of my energy. So really I just didn't feel like, after however long we'd been working for, you know, going out, you know, for a run, especially in the middle of winter, you know, doing things like that. So that's something that I'm slowly getting back now. You know, it's just was a phase of my life where I had to really put that on the back burner because I really just needed, when I wasn't working, I needed to rest. It's things that I'm doing to really just keep my mental capacity, physical capacity, all as good as I can. Where will we start? Well, we live in the countryside. That's where my parents live. We live in the Scottish countryside. So we are going out for daily walks. We really find that when William and I are out together and we're walking, that really is when all of the ideas come to you, all the good ideas. We do obviously try and switch off, but that does not always happen. If you run a business, you'll know the mind is never off. But we do try and, you know, keep it to maybe more light chat, like manifesting, you know, like where we're going to live next, things like that. So yeah, going out for a walk and really just immersing ourselves in the really beautiful nature, you know, really beautiful. We are surrounded by some really gorgeous walks. So that is definitely something we're super grateful for, and it keeps me feeling very, very sane. Another one which is maybe going to go a bit woo-woo, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I am really into my crystals. I just find that when you're doing something that's so uncertain as running a business, I just felt like having something that you can have a little bit of faith in. I don't know, it just makes me feel a lot more calm while we're doing this. Like I say, there are, you know, no promises on how things are going to turn out, especially, you know, starting something like a business. It's risky. It's definitely risky. So I just love, you know, having my crystals. If I'm having a bad day, I'll have them sitting close to me, and it does just always make me feel that little bit better. So one of my favourites is my carnelian, this one here. So carnelian is great for creative energy. So when I'm trying to do something like create videos or content, or even if I'm designing jewellery as well, I will always have my carnelian close by, and that definitely helps. Another thing which I have been using an awful lot throughout the whole process of building are these Conscious Clarity cards. They are by a girl called Tara, who I will link below. I really love, Tara's got great vlogs, you should watch them, they're amazing. I will just read on the front what the cards are so I don't get it wrong. A deck for the modern mystic, cosmic guidance designed to nurture and navigate your intuitive senses. So basically they're like tarot cards, and what I'll do in the morning is I'll do a little meditation. That is another thing which I have taken up, and I'm really happy to say I have stuck to meditation. I love to listen to sound when I'm doing it rather than complete silence. But that's a really good way of me just grounding myself in the morning, you know, trying not to think too much about the day ahead, but rather just, you know, calm the thoughts and observe the thoughts. So yeah, meditation has been really fab. So I'll meditate, and then what I'll do is I will pull a little one of these cards, or maybe two, and yeah, it just starts off my day on a really nice note. I definitely notice when I don't do these things, I just think I'll have my day will flow better when I do these things. Maybe do a little pull just now actually, because I haven't done one today. Oh, oh, 2. Oh, so I got water and the lovers. Something else which I started a few months back and then I dropped it and now I've picked it up again is some either morning or evening breath work. I do have a reminder on my phone that goes off every day at 12:15 that says breath work. And me and William laugh because the alarm goes off and then he says breath work and then I just turn the alarm off and I never ever do it. But I did do a challenge with a friend of mine, Kate, who has her own channel, which I will also link. And Kate is a yoga teacher and she was doing a 7-day breathwork challenge, which I am so glad to say I did for the first week of January. I can't remember when it was. But that is also great. It definitely helps keep me calm because things just go wrong kind of all the time in a business. And you really need as many coping mechanisms as you can to try and recenter yourself. And I'm not saying I'm great at it. I'm really not. I really do need to work on it for sure. But I am getting there and I think it's just being aware. If you're aware of it, then that's half the battle. I'm just trying to get more aware of the things which, you know, maybe cause me to get a little bit stressed out and using these coping mechanisms or whatever we want to call them to really just bring myself back so that I can, you know, perform and, you know, give this business everything that I've got to give it because that is really what's required of me. I need to be as creative as I can, not all the time, but as much of the time as possible. So this was just a small reintroduction, getting back into the rhythm of it. I do have some previous videos on what we got up to in the very early stages of building the brand, so you can check those out now and I will see you next time.